What's up, hip hop heads? Yours truly, Carcino, is in the building. What you have been asking for has arrived. The summit is here. You will now get the information you have been lusting for as we're in overdrive mode. What's good? So I decided to come here. 79th and May in the house. What's going on? Tell everybody on 79th and May I said what's up. Now, here it is. The majority of you believe that there's no rules when it comes to a hip hop battle. Am I correct? Okay. Okay. You guys say there's no rules. You can just say what you want. Now, we'll take it back. When KRS-One came out with The Bridge Is Over and came out with a line against Roxanne Shante, who was a female, and said that in that song that Roxanne Shante is only good for constant ucking. That was a problem. That was a problem. And it was like she wasn't on the record. You don't diss her. So people were very upset about this. Okay? Those were rules. And we're going to get there. I know you guys want that so much to be the case. We're going to get there. All right. Everybody wants to talk about Hit 'em Up, right? Hit 'em Up. That's the one that broke all the rules. What about Hit 'em Up? What about Hit 'em Up? Pac man hit him up. He was way more disrespectful than Pusha T. That's what y'all finna say right off the top of y'all heads. I know it. I know it. Because you guys been saying it all 4 weeks. He talked about Prodigy sickle cells, and you talked about I effed your wife. I effed everybody in there. I did this. So, okay. Hit 'em Up came out. What happened when Hit 'em Up came out? Hit 'em Up got barred from the radio because it was completely disrespectful. Even with the edits, they felt it was extremely disrespectful and very violent and very direct. And Tupac had to fight with radio stations to try to get them to play it. They would only play it very late at night, at like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning. Tupac had to increase his security everywhere he went. It endangered everyone else's lives and hurt their careers as far as being with Tupac Shakur, because a lot of them guys didn't have any beef, and they were even the Outlaws. When Tupac died, they had beef back at home in New Jersey. Most of them dudes were from Jersey, and they had beef because of it. And in hindsight, it hurt Tupac's career because everybody wanted him to be in that mode. hit him up mode. They weren't appreciating his new songs. And when he went out to perform his new songs, people was, man, come on, do hit him up, man, do hit him up. And Pac snapped. Because he was like, man, listen, this is a new song. I'm giving y'all something new. Like, then he did an interview right after saying, like, he just wanted to quit rap, like, for a while. Because people's not appreciating the new music he was bringing out. People just wanted him to continuously do hit him up. So he knew he had made a mistake. That's why Machiavelli, he wanted to get all that out and okay, let's start anew. We did the battle thing. Okay, let's go from here and let's continue on. So when you guys say there's no rules, these are why there are rules. Because it creates chaos. Now here's the thing. Long Kiss Goodnight was the better record. It was the better song. Hit 'em Up had more shocking impact because of what he said and how abrasive it was. But the better lyrics, the better song was Long Kiss Goodnight. Right? See where I'm going with this? But he didn't die because of the song Hit 'em Up. Tupac did not die because he made Hit 'em Up. Okay, the song did not get him killed. Now, let's move forward. Like when you guys talk about rules, there's rules to doing things and there's rules to when you shouldn't do something, right? When Jay-Z came out with Super Ugly, right? Some of you brought up Super Ugly. And Jay talked about coming on the girls' baby seats and all this stuff. What eventually happened to Jay-Z? He had to apologize for the record. He had to come down there to the radio station and apologize because women were offended. And it was going out that Jay-Z was a misogynist who hated women. And this is why he made such a record. And he had to come out and apologize for making the record Super Ugly. And that's why you would never hear Super Ugly played nowhere on the radio or anywhere else. They pulled the record. Jay wanted to pull it off of the air because of it. And then he blamed his mom. Well, my mom said, when mom said something, yeah, you got to listen. Mom said I went too far. So there are rules because if it wasn't rules, he wouldn't have went on the radio station and apologized. You see, you guys are just because of the internet era, you guys just think anything goes, and it doesn't. And the internet has shown you everything don't go. There's ramifications behind everything that you do. Now, Cameron comes behind Jay, tells Nas that he's gonna R. Kelly his daughter's face, and talk about having his mom do something to him when his mom had just died of cancer. Sounds familiar? That's very abrasive. Not only did this hurt Cameron, who had an endorsement coming up, that endorsement was lost. He lost the upcoming movie role that they were going to look for him to do. The Rockefeller tour was put on hold. Cameron had to come out and apologize for it. And it caused Rock Nation and them to eventually split up and part ways and didn't even promote his last album, which was Purple Haze. So there were rules. Now, let's speed up. Now that we know that there are rules in the game, okay? That mothers are out. If your mom ain't dissing you, you don't diss somebody's mother. As you see what happened with Cameron when he dissed Nas's mom, who had just died of cancer. Okay, you don't disrespect people of that nature. There's rules. If you can't talk about that person without doing it that way, then you really, who you dissing? All rules of in hip hop are unspoken, but everybody know them. Ain't nothing written on paper. People just know what you can and cannot do, or you have to accept ramifications for your actions. People are not talking about Pusha T's diss record. See, that's what you guys are all wrong. They're not talking about the diss record. They're talking about the things that were in there that were for shock value. You see, that's what I keep telling you about. And we were going to get there, but you guys sped it up. So you want to get there so fast. I'm slow dragging you here. No, you only talking about shock value. Like Drake said, you only here for the circus. Y'all caught up in the circus. Now all of a sudden you care about, oh, he got a baby by a porn star. You guys are all gossipy stuff. Stuff that don't have nothing to do with anything. You talking about, oh, he got a baby with a porn star in the blackface. That's the only two things you heard about. That's the only two things in the song you hear about. The photograph people talking about. And he got a baby by a porn star. That's it. Right? And you guys act like some doggone women running around here. Ah, it's over for Drake. It's over. Yay! He never faced nobody like Pusha. Yay! You said the same noise for Meek Mill. You did. It's over for Drake. The dude just sold more records, number one records than Elvis, but it's over for him. With a guy who still haven't sold, had not one number one record ever. Still. Story of Adion is not a number one record. Still. No number one record. But yet, it's over for Drake. And Drake is gone and he's deceased, right? You guys are so stupid. You guys are so stupid. So you're basically saying he took an L because he had a baby with a porn star, and you're letting Pusha push that narrative. That's why they call him Pusha, because he's good for pushing BS on y'all. Y'all realize that this man. Oh, well, thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. I wish you would have sent it to the PayPal. I just got gypped yesterday by them, by this thing here. I appreciate the love. But this guy sits there and Pusha talks about Drake, talks about Drizzy Drake. You talking about him having a baby by a porn star. When you are on your album rapping with a guy, big up in a guy who has a baby by a porn star. Rick Ross has a baby by a porn star, a call girl, to make it worse than that, who has an amateur porn, has a baby by her, who sued 50 Cent and got millions of dollars out of it. But on your new album, you rapping with him on your album. but then gonna turn around and make fun of Drake for having a baby with a porn star. Yep. And I was just talking about him. I ain't really going to. I ain't even bring up Kim Kardashian's husband. We know Kim was an amateur porn star. That's how she got her career started. And he got babies. But when Pusha said, it's all good. See how y'all mentality work? So you know there's hip hop rules involved. And then the man comes out and disrespects. And this is where y'all lose me. What did Drake say about his fiance? I want y'all to tell me right now. What did Drake say about his fiance? I want to know. Right. How you gonna clown somebody for something when the guy standing right next to you did the same thing? Oh, he said her name, so that was the disrespect. I let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. She just got an engagement ring, so it's a metaphor. So how is that so disrespectful that you got to come in, attack the man's father, disrespect his mother? His father has never said anything to Pusha, as far as I knew. Did his father say something to Pusha to make Pusha do that? Hmm? The wild should be the wild should be on y'all. We just showed you, ain't no all bets is off. Drake ain't did nothing to make all bets is off. He didn't get bodied. He got internet. Allie Red person, the photo was damaging to him because you guys hadn't really seen it. The photo's 10 years ago, and he explained what it was even for. Pusha knew what it was for. Because we've already addressed it from the moment when the song first came out, and I was sitting here going live with y'all. I addressed the picture right then and there. I told you I've already seen the picture. It was more than one; it's two of them. It was six layout. I've seen this. Some Toronto rapper, local rapper, tried to diss Drake using this when Drake was an actor, a teen actor. This guy who there's actually a video from a scene where a gay guy or a guy was trying to hit on Drake on the TV show or something. They tried to, dude, he had beef back in his hometown. So I remember these photos being talked about then. So this is old news, but to the masses, this was very good strategy by Pusher to use that photo because he know the masses, like the rest of y'all, hadn't seen that picture or thought it was Photoshop. And you guys wouldn't know anything because you guys didn't follow hip hop like that or Drake's career. You wouldn't have known about some of the beef he had back at home in Toronto. So this is all new to you. So for somebody like me, when I see the picture, I know what he's doing. Pusha know what he's doing. That's why he's going on a world tour on these radio stations. But to tell you the truth, what is it doing about his album? Don't worry, I'll wait. Or should I tell you? Nobody's talking about his album. Nobody's talking about Pusha's album. Tell me what music video he got out for the album. There's plenty of material to diss Pusha on. I'll be like, dude, you broke. you and your boss had to chip in on the hotel studio costs to make this album. Who make the artist chip in and pay their own bill for the album? You and your boss is broke. You can't even afford to get a video. This dudes in the hood got videos made for songs and they ain't even got a record deal. And they got music videos out for songs that's on SoundCloud. You can't even get the money up to get the music video out. Are you kidding me? It ain't about the money. Yeah, the people that's broke, man, it ain't about the money. I know, because you ain't got none. Yeah, they had a record deal on the table. Rick Rubin had a record deal right on the table, and your own brother didn't even want to rap with you. Your own brother's like, man, I don't want to rap with him no more. Walked away from the table. Says a lot about you. You come out once every 5 years. That's kind of lazy, bro. What you really doing, Push? You telling me it ain't no material? I just laid out about a whole bunch of material. So if I could do it, what make you think he wouldn't? Now, if I put all that in a song, I would finish it. Then I would finish him. So if I could do it, what make you think Drake ain't gonna do it? It's too much material. Push like I ain't got no skeletons in my closet because you can't. You don't even got a closet. You in a studio, apartment. Why it take you 10 years to get engaged to a girl you've been with for 10 years? 10 years, dog? 10 years? And you just not getting the ring? Had to get that money up. Had to get the bag up. So you got to use this first week's money so you can afford to pay for studio time, video time, because you know you ain't got it. Shoot, he just sent his wife off to go sleep with the president to cover his debt. Grab him by the pussy. You sent your wife to a man that says he grab him by the pussy. Oh, they don't want it with me. No, if I got this material, I am a diss head. Believe me, I could diss rap anybody in seconds with that much material I just laid out to you. You think Drake couldn't destroy that man with what I just laid out? I just destroyed him in less than 3 minutes. Rick Rubin had a deal laid out for the Clips. And No Malice walked away. He was like, I don't want to do it no more. Now, have y'all ever thought about something? Y'all just Drake haters. Y'all keep saying we stick riders. What y'all doing? That's the key. What are y'all doing? Oh, you got mad because y'all said ain't nothing, no way he could come back. And I just laid out a whole 2-minute layout on how Drake could just come back and pick him apart. Exactly. Dude has no #1 hits. His record ain't selling. Everybody talking about his diss record. He's going on every radio station talking about his diss record. He ain't even talking about his album. That's why on the last diss record, he trying to plug the record so people could go back in there and talk about it. Y'all just Drake haters. And the thing about it is you hate it because he wins. He's winning. He make hot records and you gotta like it because your girl like it. So you gotta like it. Damn, this song is hot. I ain't but I'm both right now. Man, Gucci, why you do a song with him? I like this song. Man, I hate it. Don't get mad. The man just keep on making #1 hits. And everybody wanna try to take Drake up off his chips. But they ain't gonna do it, and that is it. Oh, no, Push is not winning. That's the illusion. So you mean to tell me, even though that was sick, I didn't even know 40 had MS. I didn't know. But you think that's okay for him to diss a man who has multiple sclerosis and brag on the fact that he's dying? A guy who had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. He has no connection to 40 whatsoever. Pusha T. No connection with 40 for him to do that. Kanye, Drake just left Kanye. Drake and Kanye has worked together before. He the boss. You ain't even a boss. You ain't even supposed to be talking to him. The Art of War says, since y'all want to talk about, man, it's the Art of War. The Art of War says Pusha T should be talking to Ye. He ain't allowed to speak to Drake. You an employee. He's the employer. He runs OVO. You're not even allowed to have a conversation with Drake. You the help. That's why he said the audacity. The audacity of this dude to speak to me. That's why he came so disrespectful with all that fluff in the song. So he know he couldn't push it about me. I'll be dog. You see all that fluff you got right there? See, if I was Drake, I'd have hit him upside the head already. But now he done made it a different situation. He came disrespectful because that was the only thing he could do. The Duppy freestyle put him in a box where he couldn't get out of. So he had to come with shock value. And it was good. That whole setup with the kid and everything, that was great setup. That was great. When we did this live, I told you that was the best way to do it. But then he went off track. It went over my head. Did this man say what fluff? I guess he wasn't here when we went live, fellas. He wants to know what fluff that Pusha wrote. Mm. Y'all want to start? Y'all want to fill him in? Where did the fluff start at? Because we definitely addressed the fluff that's in the song. What line did the fluff start at? Who was here with us last time? Who remember where the fluff comes in at? Right after the fire, here comes the fluff. Yep, there you go, Terrell. You remember. But for those who weren't here, let's go to the fluff. Because we're going to keep it 100 with you. After he comes with that devastating line about the Adidas press run and love that baby, respect that girl, forget she's a porn star, let her be your world. Ugh. Right after that comes the fluff. He comes with the how dare you put yay in my verses. I'm selfish. I want all the curses. I'm pre-booking the churches. Me versus 3 hearses. If we all go to hell, it'll be worth it. Already aligned with the greats. And on that same note, the only ones I chase are 2 ghosts. Still giving you classics. That's the only thing that dates me. Fluff the magic dragon. Fluff the magic dragon. That went over your head, buddy, not mine. That's called fluff. Fluff the magic dragon. Fluff, fluff, fluff. So let me guess. That was mad hot fire, right? Those bars were hot fire. No, bruh. There's no fillers in Duffy. See, don't come in here with the lies. Don't come in here with the lies because we will disprove you right here. There is no fluff in Duffy, period. It is execution and it is written to perfection, executed perfectly. And this is why I told you this is the same thing. Hit 'em up. Long Kiss Goodnight. Long Kiss Goodnight is the way better song. Hit 'em up is just disrespectful and all over the place. The best verses on there are the Outlaws. I told you this plenty of times before. But shock value, that's what you guys are caught into. I knew the photograph would be a big thing, but now you've entered the realm of where the chicks do those. Girl, let's talk some sis tea. It's this porn star and this baby with the porn star. None of this stuff was hidden. The chicks on YouTube have been talking about it. So it's not hidden. And I'm quite sure his fiance gave him that info. He got a baby by this girl and she a porn star. You better get him back, baby. No, I want to put it on Kanye album. No, no, I want it done right now today. There really isn't a battle. It's not a battle. It was he had made a song that's better than Duppy to me. You really think this song is better than Duppy? I'm saying the song in general. Drake didn't even come disrespectful. He came, how dare you have the audacity to speak to me? That was the approach. But he just came with internet shock value. You got a baby by a porn star talking about his moms, that's just disrespectful. Like, dog, What do he look like talking about your daddy or your mama? You know what I'm saying? Why would somebody stoop to that level? That means you can't beat them. That's him saying, I can't beat you, man. I got to do this. And using that corny excuse, man, he said my fiance's name, man. I just saw red. Let me get out of here with your lying self. You wanted to do this all along, Push. Stop playing. That's why he calling up the radio stations, calling up Power 105. And see, let me tell you right now. Oh, he is tap dancing for the crackers and singing Mammy. You tap dancing for the boss that is tap dancing and singing Mammy. Kanye tap dancing for Trump. He just sent his wife to him. So you are tap dancing for the ones that singing Mammy. Going out, your boss is the house Negro. You under him. You Benson. Where you want the bags, yay? Set them over there, Push. We won't see you again for another 5 years. One album every 5 years, I could divide. When was Exodus? When did Exodus come out? Don't worry, I'll wait. Right. You telling me about him dissing 40. He dissing other people. He dissing a little baby, a porn star, but yet he's rolling around with a guy who has a baby by a porn star. And everybody didn't hit this chick. That's what happens in the industry. They all run through these porn stars. You think all these they all porn stars. He just got caught with the diaper bag. ASAP, everybody that ran through that. This is the industry. This is what happens. Drake just got caught with the diaper bag with one. It happens. He ain't the only one. All these dudes got babies by these porn stars. Who don't? Wayne, all of them. Because they don't love and hip hop, they ain't porn stars. Pusha just too broke to have one with a porn star. He had to stay with his for 10 years. He finally put a red wing on her finger. He's like, look, I finally got my check from Kanye. It took 6 years. I saved up. I paid it off. Will you marry me? Look, I know they ain't all diamonds. There's one diamond in there surrounded by there's some new cubic zirconia looking diamond things in there. 15 million is broke. Who got 15 million? You talking about Kanye? Because 15 million they don't even cover half his debt. See there, you thinking like broke like you broke. Like I got $5 like that broke. No, they celebrity broke. They MC Hammer broke. You see, he couldn't even pay for his own charity foundation here in Chicago. He couldn't pay the salaries no more. His own wife didn't put him on blast. Your wife make more money than you. She paying for that mansion they living in. She gotta pay it because Kanye couldn't afford to pay it no more. Shoot, I may probably got more money than Pusha. To be honest, I probably got more money than Pusha. But let me explain to you why he's getting all this attention. Like, see, this is where Ebro come in with his little ego problems. Look here. Drake is the only rapper in history. And I want y'all to I'm going to get close to y'all on this. Drake is the only rapper in history to have made it and continuously stay at #1 without going to do press runs for any radio stations. Hot 97, Power 105. He don't sit in them chairs. The rest of y'all got to go sit in them chairs and get up at 5 in the morning to try to hope they push your record. He don't have to do it. And still he go #1. So he don't need your radio station support. You play his record because it's hot and you got to. So now that we got that addressed, let's talk about the real haters. Ebro Darton, Rosenrat, whatever his name is. Listen, let's start with them first. Now, you guys are better than the Breakfast Club by far. Now, let's go over your non-biased approach. Ebro's mad because Drake won't come there and sit with him. So he's like, I don't want to hear what he got to say since he don't want to, he got to address the picture. Just yesterday, he was talking about how he got to address it. Well, since he won't sit here and give us a conscience, and explain some things, I think he needs to address it. So he addressed it, and then you attack the fact that he addresses it. How? He gave you the information. You're upset because he won't come on your show. Just say it. Just be done. We understand. He don't want to sit with you. Not because of you, because of your boy Fat Master Stank. He don't want to sit there with that nasty baboon. And I understand that. That's a nasty, fat, stanky baboon. And he don't want to sit next to him. And because y'all won't fire that stanky baboon who's sitting over there, y'all want to keep promoting him and locking him up in a cage, feeding him bananas every now and then. Whoa! I just got another banana. Yeah! I lost weight. Well, you'll lose weight too if you're walking around with shit on your dick every day. That's what he is, a shit dick. Got Mr. C walking around there with Mr. C thrown up in his closet. You got Mr. C holding him up in the closet. I can't hold you in this closet longer. Walking around with shit on your dick all day, you're about to catch something. Why do you think his wife left him? She just up and left him all of a sudden. She was like, you keep trying to put that in my, you a nasty thing. I'm out of here. You need to go to church. Shit dick. Fat Master Stank. Tell him to let Mr. C out that closet. That's where he's been living. Now we finished them. Now we go over to the other side of the haters. Charlotte Flame. Now, him and the Envy guy. Now, of course, they're going to support Pusha. Why? Because Pusha just sat in that chair. one too long ago. Now, of course, they're upset because Drake made him look like a fool when he wanted to make fun of Fat Master Stank. And they actually sat there. They actually sat there in the doggone bar, whatever, in the club, holding bottles, laughing. And he thought he was gonna get Drake on the show. He out there bragging. Yeah. So no, it's the door is open. Now, I'm not saying when it's happening, but if he ain't coming on that show, and now he knew that all communication basically was cut off at that point. It was like, ain't no need to be. He used you, G. Get over it. You got used. Drake used you as a sucker. He knew I could. Okay, this is a sucker I could use for whenever I feel like. And he played him, and his heart is hurt. So when Pusha went at him, he was happy. Just like the rest of you haters, y'all just happy somebody went at Drake. Y'all don't care who it is. Y'all just like, Pusha, yeah, you don't know one Pusha T song. Y'all don't even got the album. Stop playing. Because if all y'all was Pusha T fans, he would have the #1 album in the country right now. Truth hurt, don't it? Grinding. See? Oh yeah, it's not about sales when you're broke. Exactly. That's what the broke person's supposed to tell you. The person who ain't selling no records is gonna tell you it ain't about the sales, bro. About that heat. I'm throwing heat. I don't care what it said. Pusha says on site. On what site? You over there sitting with Charlotte Flame, the same dude who said you wouldn't sell records unless you cut your braids. And you don't even address him on that. That'll be the first thing I'd say. I'm like, man, I'll slap the orange right off your face. Get that stuff out of here. Now look at this, Johnny Appleseed. I want y'all to look at him. His name is Johnny Appleseed. He put up there. So if you rebuke me for working for somebody else on a couple of these, that's the opening line to the song. So what do you mean? He's making a point. Okay, John Appleseed just showed you he don't know what in the world he's talking about. So see what I tell you? These people are very dumb. That's the opening line, stupid. He didn't even finish the point. It's the opening line. He didn't even get to finish the point. He's trying to find something. Keep digging, hater. It's the opening line. It was like, look, I got a question. See, that's fluff. They'd be like, dog, he didn't even say. So that's fluff. Now Push can rap. Don't let me think Push can't rap. He just don't do it better than Drake. That's the truth. I'm here to compare songs. I'm not here for whatever the photo is, and photo ain't got nothing to do with the record. All it is good for you people because you guys get to make memes. And in the social media area, era, everybody's stupid. So this is where you come to when you get reality. When you want reality, you come here. If you wanted the fluff and all the fake stuff, the memes, and it's been some cool memes. Now, don't get me wrong, there's been some real cool ones. That Brenda got a baby one is the best one out. But you guys are caught into the sensationalism too much than actually focusing on the record. I listen to the records. Like a lot of you would think Hit 'em Up is better than Long Kiss Goodnight, right? Because all the shock value is in Long into Hit 'em Up. But it's clearly Long Kiss Goodnight murders that song. Just murders it by far. Now imagine if social media was out and Hit 'em Up came out. How many memes we would have saw? How many they would have went crazy with memes. There would have been like nothing you could do. It's just been every day meme, 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 meme. Shango. Oh man. Now, for whoever the delusional person who thought Super Ugly was better than Ether, oh my goodness, Jay-Z don't even believe it. The person who made it don't even believe that. But who won? Terrence Sutton, both people are dead, so nobody won. So you said I can't be a journalist and be biased. Who said I was a journalist? And who said I'm being biased? Drinking out of an empty soda can. Your accuracy level is way low. Your credibility gone. Am I 55 still talking about rap? You're in a chat room that's about hip hop, two rappers. What are you doing here? You see the time? Did I tell you there's a lot of stupid people on here on the internet? I, Cleveland here. Oh no, no, not Cleveland. Get out of that town, man. Get out of the state. Do yourself a favor. I know you think there's nothing in the world but that place. You got to get out. Believe me. Once you get out, you'll realize it. You'll be like, man, my hair growing back. I'm looking younger. The air is better here. Anywhere but there. Get out of that state of Ohio. Mm. He got to renew his SAG card. Will he stoop to Pusha T level? He shouldn't. He shouldn't have to do that. Pusha T made more reference going after everybody around Drake more than Drake. The same thing y'all tried to say. He just Kanye. That's the same thing. That's what I'm telling you. That's Charlotte Flame. Oh, he's sitting over there. He just Kanye more than he just Pusha T. Then okay, he dissed the porn star Drake's daddy and his mama more than he dissed Drake. You weren't saying that then. He over there with his pom poms. Oh, push. I told you, man, don't count push out. Everybody count push out. I'm like, man, go on somewhere, man. I was out there. I told him to shut up right on Twitter. As soon as that came on the timeline, he smoked them. What did he say that smoked them? You older than the dude you running behind. Facts. Oh, you rolling, rolling with the coon. Coon Ye. You rolling behind Coon Ye. He your boss. You tap dancing to him. Got no production company, nothing. You part of good music, his music company. You ain't even the boss. Try to talk to another boss. They the same age. Yeah, right. You older than the dude you running behind. You tell me where that fluff was at. He he addressed everything they try to throw at him and just knocked it all down like bowling balls. Meanwhile, you dissing 40. He dissing 40. What did he say about Drake in the story of Aiden? Okay, let's see. What's the first thing he says about Drake? He said, put ghostwriting aside, drug dealing aside. Okay. Even though you multi-million, I see that your soul don't look alive. The M's are counted different when baby divides the pie. So you basically dissing baby. Okay. Your music for the last few years have been angry and full of lies. So I guess, okay, let's say that's one. Then he starts talking about Dennis Graham. Okay, you go right after his daddy. Dennis Graham, stay off the gram. That's weak, Push. That's real weak. I should I should come in and consult you and write your disc records a little better and polish them up for you. That's weak. You should have said Dennis Graham, stay off the grams. It would have had more of an effect than saying stay off the gram, like the Instagram. You know, you screwed that up. But you need somebody to come in and line doctor you. I'll send you an invoice. Well, you don't have no place. I'll send it to Good Music. I'll come in and fix your lines up. So he disses Drake Daddy. Then he brings in the fact that he's going to let you know why he's doing it. So he brings up this wedding ring. Then he goes back to talking about the dad. Okay, now he goes to the mom. Marriage is something Sandy never had. Drake, how you a winner, but she keeps coming in last place. Then he goes back to the dad again. Dennis, your monkey suit, Dennis. You parade around Steve Harvey. Okay. Now here it is. Let's see. Confused, always felt you wasn't black enough. Afraid to let it grow because your fro wouldn't nap enough. Okay, you talking about him? Since your name dropped my fiance, let them know who you chose as your Beyonce. Now you're dissing Sophie, the porn star baby mother. So he's basically dissing Drake through dissing everybody else around. Then he says him being a deadbeat father, which isn't true, but the photograph by David Lays is what everybody's ripping on and rolling with. And you guys think this song is better than Duppy. You guys are lost. Don't know anything about rap if you believe that. Duppy is what you would call a flawless, flawless execution lyrically. It's flawless. You tell me where the fluff is. That's why I told you, tell me where the fluff is in the song. Don't just say it in it. Show me where the fluff was at in Duffy. And Duffy. The only thing y'all say is Drake didn't write Duffy. Because you can't say it's whack. You can't say it's nothing. Just because something is disrespectful don't mean it's good. Pac was disrespectful and hit him up. But Biggie was lyrically better and The Last Kiss Goodnight. What did Pac say in the song lyrically that was great? Nothing. I mean, the song opens up. That's why I F'd your B, you fat motherfucker. Shock value. You claim to be a player, but you wife. We up on bad boy, nigga. Puppet CD when you see you be bad boy does more good. Coming forward for your views, you know the rules. Little Caesar, go at the homie Ali. You cut your young ass up. See you a piece. That be the seat. Little film, the fucking mama, real G's. On the street. The fuck peace. And you want to compare that to Long Kiss Goodnight? Do you understand the lyrics that was used in Long Kiss Goes Goodnight? That's what I'm saying. So it's shock value versus lyrics. So y'all tell me where the fluff was at. What was so awful about Duffy? What was soft about it? It was execution. So if you rebuke me for working with someone else for a couple of V's, what do you really think about the Negro that's making your beats? I've done things for him I thought he would never need. Father had to stretch his hands out to get it from me. I pop styles for 30 hours, then let him repeat. Didn't Kanye go on Twitter and say, thank you, Drake, for helping me out with Father, stretch my hands in 30 hours? And of course, pop style. So these are all facts, bro. Now you pumping up with jokes. I'm dead. I'm asleep. I just left from over there. Bye, y'all, putting pen to the sheets like you saw me writing. I was just there writing. Tired of sitting quiet and helping my enemies eat. Keep getting my temperature checks. They know that my head overheats. Don't know why I F with you niggas. Listen to Denim of Steve. Must have had your infrared wrong. Now your head in the beam. Y'all are splitting image or whatever. Jealousy breeds. Don't push me when I'm in album mode. You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. Oh, you send shots. Well, I got the challenge toes. but I bring calicos to the Alamo. I can never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back because he makes me nervous. I want to see my brothers flourish to their higher purpose, but you Negroes ain't nothing but leeches and serpents. Yeah, I think it's good now that the teachers are learning. Your brother said it was your cousin, then him, then you. So you don't rap what you did, you only rap what you knew. What's soft about that? What's soft about that? Here you go. He didn't write it. He didn't write it. Oh, Misha. I didn't even see you did that, Princess. Why they hate Drake so much? I'm lost and confused. I hope they buying Pusha's album because he's gonna need all them coins after the I hate Drake trade is over. You know what? I appreciate that what you just did and what you just said because you are completely correct. I hate Drake train is gonna run off the tracks and Pusha gonna be gone for another 5 years. You're gonna be like, man, what happened to Push? Come out once every 5 years with 7 songs. You wait 5 years to come back with 7 songs. It was Kanye's idea. Exactly. You're a worker ant. You're not a boss. No boss would have told me how many songs I'm putting on my record. But then again, y'all have to split the bill for the studio time because y'all broke. SoundCloud rappers, man. You know. Right, all these years for 7 songs. That's not even considered an album. It's an EP, bro. It's under 40 minutes. It's an EP, bro. You got 20 minutes. 20 minutes. You spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for 20 minutes. Drake got OVO. So Drake is basically doing his thing. You know, Baby gonna get his little percentage, but how much you think he's over there talking about the money ain't the same when it's split up? What's the money the same when you split up with Ye? Who signed to another person? If your boss is broke, you got to go half on a baby with your boss. You got more money than your boss. If your boss like, hey man, you think you can lend me 10 till we get to the studio? Kim says she gonna wire to me. No, I just need to borrow 10 right up front. You know I'm good for it. I made Jesus walks. Man, give me this $10. Write me another hit. Right. Kanye gonna put a manga hat on your dumb butt. Sitting you out there, sitting up there with Trump. You gonna be sitting there with a manga hat on, like looking stupid. You Roman J. Esquire, they kept you in the back office writing rhymes for everybody while they getting $1 million and riding around in jets and Benzes. You sitting over there trying to save up money to fix your fences. They knocking on the door. You through with them rhymes yet, Pusha? Hold on, yay. It's coming. I'm sorry, John. He was just over there putting pens to the sheet. Didn't you just hit a rhyme? He wrote 30 hours. Father, stretch your hands out. pop style. He just left from over there writing. He just left where they was at when they was working on the album. He just left from over there. Did you not listen to the song? Man, now you tell me that ain't effective. Now he went right after Pusha and talked about Pusha. You said it was your cousin. Your brother said it was your cousin, then him, then you. So you don't rap what you did. You just rap what you knew. Don't be ashamed. There's plenty of Negroes that do what you do. There's no malice in your heart. You an approachable dude. Tell me that ain't hard. What is you talking about? Man, you might have sold the college kids for Nikes and Mercedes, but you act like you sold drugs for Escobar in the 80s. I had a microphone of yours, but the signature faded. I think that pretty much resembles what's been happening lately. Please believe your demise will be televised. Oh my God. This song is lyrical execution. I have listened to this song way more than I listened to that story of Arion or Adion, whatever you want to say. I don't even think he needs to even respond. I wouldn't even let this guy make no money. You talk about my mama like that. Now you didn't cross the realms of you getting punched in the face. You see that now it done went from rap to I was like, okay, I was rapping about you. I ain't talk about your mama. I ain't talk about your fiance. I just mentioned her name. Like I'll put a ring, make my name ring on you like that. I didn't disrespect her at all. And you know that. But you decided that was a key for you to come in and throw shots at my daddy like that, my mother, my son, and my wife. You're getting punched in the mouth. You're getting punched in the mouth. Adion has 9,000 views and counting. 9 million views and counting. And his songs have how many? 9 million views and counting. And his records are doing what? Maybe Pusha T has an album? Yes, his album came out. What's his album doing? No, if he'd have got disrespectful, I would get. I ain't at Drake status. See, when people are at a certain plateau, you can't go to. You can't. You got too much vested in you to get in the mud with people. You can't be getting all disrespectful. You lose sponsorships, all kind of multi-million-dollar things he got going on. Pusha don't know but none about no sponsor. Who's sponsoring him? Bob's Chicken Shack. Yo, eat at Bob's Chicken Shack, man. They hooking me up with some chicken. It's fly. Who is No Malice? No Malice is his brother. Everybody thought was twins. He was in a group called the Clips. That's when they first came out together. They brothers. But actually, his brother No Malice, which is his rap name, is actually 5 years older than him. They're not twins. But they played that angle when they came out. Everybody thought they were the Clips twins, even though they weren't twins. So it's actually, believe me, it's actually people that really don't know. So, but his brother found God and decided to walk away from hip hop altogether. And now he just serves the Lord. They had a deal on the table. Rick Rubin had a big contract full of money for Pusha and the Clips, and he didn't really want to do it no more. His heart went in it. He just told his brother, I don't want to do this no more. He found God. Then Pusha was out there on his own, just hustling, jumping on whatever he could get on, writing for how many dudes is out there. That's why he's 41. And everybody like, dude, Pusha just, where's he been? It's like, dude, he's been out here for like 16 years and he's still broke. 16 years. I mean, that's the thing. When your boss is broke and your boss is in the red, your boss is 20 some $1 million in debt. What in the world? What in the world? He had to wait for that settlement to come in to free him up to make this album. That's why he's putting out all these, producing all these records right now. He need the money. No music video for Push, nothing. He ain't got no videos out, no nothing. He gotta wait till them numbers come back for the first week before he can even make a video. And you talk about he beat Drake. Drake just passed Elvis. The most number one records. This dude ain't got one number one record, but yet Drake is dead. Drake's done. That's what I keep telling you. Y'all hate is unbelievable. Y'all hate for Drake has made y'all so stupid. It is unbelievable. Y'all don't even see it. Duppy is trash. What's trash about Duppy? Believe me, that's lyrical execution. So what's trash about Duppy? So it's either trash, he didn't write it, right? That's the two things I hear. It's trash. He didn't write it. He didn't write that, right? Duppy is fire, period. That's from beginning to end. It's an execution all the way down. Whoa, Misha, you must be balling out here today. What's going on? Pusha albums is collected dust on those store shelves. Albums? He got more than one? Only thing I remember is Exodus. I don't really want him to even entertain it no more. It's done, really. I mean, what more could you say? It's like you beating up on the $1 million man's bodyguard, Virgil. It's like, yeah, he beat Virgil. It's like, who cares about him? I'd rather execute Kanye than him. Pusha T just the guy carrying the bags and the microphones. He's a worker. What you gonna get out of him? I'm not talking about Virgil from the doggone clothing line, Mr. Infowars.com. I know what I'm talking about when I said Virgil. You think I'm talking about the song when he said Virgil in my circle, right? Yeah, okay. I know what I'm talking about when I use that metaphor. I'm saying he is a Virgil. He is a Virgil compared to the used to be $1 million man who's his boss, Kanye West. But you talking about the fashion designer who went and made money over there, Virgil, who went over there and made money selling his own brand of clothing line that Kanye said couldn't be done, and he went and did it. You're talking about that Virgil who used to work with Ye. Yeah, I know. I know. Man, Chicago want to whoop Kanye West. What is you talking about? See, I know, but I'm using the metaphor as that he is Virgil from WWF, hanging behind the real $1 million man who used to be Kanye West. So what does Drake look like fighting Virgil and beating him up? What he gonna get out of beating Push? Nothing. He had already executed him in that song. Chicago can't stand him. Kim got more money than Drake. She got a lot of money. She got more than her husband. She paying the bills right now. The lights wouldn't be on if it wasn't for Kim. Like I told him, if Drake ever needed me, which he don't, I would definitely write a song. I'll write a song against Push. If Push wanted to send me a check and want me to write something on Drake, they know where to find me. He needs help with his lines too, so I could definitely polish him up for him and make him sound a lot better. Nah, he didn't. He murdered Drake's parents and the baby mom. And 40 Ali, yeah, they got murdered on the song. When he gonna diss Drake? When you gonna diss Drake? Birdman spending Drake money. Drake got more money than Birdman. So what you talking about? Oh, you think I wrote Duppy? Oh, that's nice. See, I could never write a Duppy. Duppy is too nice. It's too flawless. I don't write flawless. I fight. I write aggressive truth. My rap style is brutal. Annihilation. Drake don't have to respond to this nonsense. Only thing he cleared up was the stuff he needed to, and that was about the doggone photo. Because he knows how people are in the industry. Before they start writing narratives to it, he's like, let me straighten everybody out on this, or people get stupid. Right, I could listen to Dumpy right now. It's 10 times better than that story of 80 on. Right. It's just another way. It's all about the hate for Drake. When people hate something, they always find a narrative like they don't care anything about no ghostwriting. They don't care about none of it. They just don't like Drake because he wins. You hate the guy that keeps winning. They hate the Golden State Warriors. Why? Because they're winning. If Golden State was losing, they wouldn't care nothing about Kevin Durant being over there. They wouldn't care about go. They hate Golden State because they're winning. That's it. Everybody on here, they want to see Drake lose. And they're like, yes, he did it. They did the same thing with Meek Mill. Anytime Meek made another diss record, oh, he killed Drake on that. Oh, don't front on that. He killed Drake. Oh God. He's not even competition for Drake. Do you realize that half of the world don't even know who Pusha T is? They just found out really because he put this thing out with the picture and the internet. he's doing radio press tours talking about this diss record. Instead of promoting his album, he's really pushing the diss record. And he's only up there because the story of Adion. They're not even talking about his record no more. He's going back to the radio stations now because he didn't put out this story of Adion. And the radio stations want to push it because they hate the fact Drake don't need them. They hate that. They want the artist to come there and kiss their butt and gotta come there for appearances. They love that. Now Drake #1, and they gotta talk about Drake, and they don't really want to, but they got to because he's #1, and he's #1 without sitting in their lousy chairs answering their questions at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's what it is. Remy beat Nicki. So what is you talking about? Remy is a battle rapper. Nicki Minaj is not. So what is you talking about? Who's talking about fame and money? This isn't about just fame and money. This is about who's actually better at what they do. You see what I'm saying? That's a difference. Sheether, did you tell me the story of Adion is better than Sheether? Because Sheether destroys that song. No, Sheether was a beatdown beyond recognition. But Remy decided, I don't want to be in the rap game, I guess. I'm just gonna sit here and be on love and hip hop. So she didn't take the baton and run with it. She took the baton and Cardi B grabbed it and was like, you don't want that. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna come back because I want to do, and I got a song I call Bow Like Yellow. Money, Cardi B, money, talking, damn it, Barnaby. God, what is the bottom of the beat? What? I need to watch the beat. Yeah, I need to watch the use the watch the minute to watch the beat. I can be it, I be move. So when that happened, everybody was gone. I'm jealous of a guy who's. Why would I be jealous of Pusha Why am I jealous of him? We probably got the same car. I probably got more money in the bank than Pusha. Guy had to wait 10 years to buy his wife an engagement ring. His girl an engagement ring. 10 years? The 10-year engagement? You 10 years of dating, and then you decide this is the one for you. It took 10 years, bro. You had to save up to get that ring. Stop running. Stop running. Oh man, stop running. Oh man. Drake got a baby by a porn star. This dude surrounded on each shoulder with two guys with babies by porn stars. Kanye, your boss, I got a baby with porn stars. And then the guy you got on your record, Rick Ross, got a baby with a call girl porn star. And you on the record with him. You big up in him. Shouts out to my man Ricky Rose, who said it the best. And he got baby with a porn star. Oh wow. So you tell me Drake wouldn't have a field day with all this material? Oh, I'm hating on Push or no, I'm just telling the truth. So how am I hating on him? The man the one brought it up. He the one brought up the fact that he had a baby with a porn star when everybody in this industry they got baby with porn stars. They married these porn stars. Just because they on Love and Hip Hop, these Drea Michelles, all these porn star chicks, all these reality show chicks ain't nothing but porn stars. He just got Drake, just the one that ended up with the doggone diaper bag. That's it. It was like musical chairs. And they was all going around. ASAP Rocky was there too. Hey. And then everybody sat in the chair. Boop, 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 boop. And Drake was the only one standing. He was, damn. All right, where the diaper bag? Give me the bottle. And you talking about he hides it. What do you mean? Do you think Ricky Rose? Did you see Rick Ross out here parading his baby mama, the porn star, the call girl? She was still working as a porn star call girl. Cardi B sounds uneducated. She is uneducated. What are you talking about? She was a stripper. How many educated strippers you know? She did a lot more than stripping to get those boobs and butt. If Drake do come back with another song, I bet you he mentioned everything I said in this video. Not because he got it from me. It's the fact that it's facts. Now, and I just pointed it out to you. So if I know all this stuff, I'm quite sure he knows it. It's common knowledge. The guy Rick Ross is on one of the 7 songs he got on the album. You doing songs with a guy who got a baby with a porn star. Then you got a song with Kanye on there who got baby with a porn star, who he just sent his wife. He married the porn star, then send the porn star over to the doggone president, who says, "I'll grab him by the pussy." And it seemed like wasn't nobody there but them two. And you see the look on his face when he had her, like, "I grabbed him by the pussy." Man, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going here. Look what this fool put. Why was Drake in blackface though? You see that? Why was Drake in blackface though? Okay. All right, Charlotte Flame. That's what I put. Told you they don't want it with me. They don't want it with me. Orange is not the new black, Charlemagne. Hold on. Does do Drake look like he need protecting? That's what you really think? Drake need protecting? That's right, Infinite. Oh, Kanye, you done sent your wife over to a man that says grab him by the pussy. He made you send you his wife for a doggone prison reform. Who thinks prison reform? What prison she been to? What political prison is she trying to free? What can she bring to the table? Oh, we know what this was. Trump was like, look, I want to help you out with your debt. I'll give you a couple of $1 million for one night with your wife. Indecent proposal too, starting Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian. Yay! I can just spend my own money. Look, I don't want you paying for stuff for me, but I need you to go to Trump and so he can give me the bag so I can pay for it myself. It's just one night. You slept with Ray J for one night. You get to be with the president. Look, look at her. Indecent proposal number two. Look at her. Look on his face. I didn't grab her by the pussy. Yeah, he looked nice and satisfied, don't he? Yeah, we talked about prison reform for a whole 28 seconds. You sent him your wife. Who would send their wife over to him and don't go themselves? Like, nah, I'm going over with you. He ain't finna grab you by the hussy. You send your wife over there to him. Your porn star wife with your porn star children. And you're a rapper who talks down on rappers who has babies by porn stars. He's surrounded with two guys who got babies by porn stars. I'm gonna need bodyguards. Yeah, I am after this. Cause you ain't gonna be on the phone. Oh, don't sorry, I'm gonna call Trump right now. Trump, yo, check his taxes. And they got me. If Ye don't like it, if Pusha don't like it, tell them to take it up with old Carcino. Until Ye don't call me collect, I ain't paying for it. He gonna have to come out of his pocket. Maybe you have a collect call from it's Ye. I'm fighting for Drake. You really believe that, do you? You really believe like I'm fighting for Kanye? I don't need to fight for Ye. Ye can fight his own battles. I'm fighting for Drake and all that stuff. Like Drake can fight his own battles. You don't need me. No, of course Duppy was better. We all know that. I did used to work at Checkers. That was my first job. My first job ever. I worked at Checkers. That was one of the best jobs I ever had. My uncle was like the manager. We had some fun. I used to work fries, but I mostly didn't have to do too much. I normally work fries if it was an emergency. If it was an emergency, they put me on fries. And I ain't even have to take a break because I'll just be eating up there. I'll be like, somebody order some nuggets, good. Drop them nuggets in there, have some extra ones in there. I'll be eating fries, eating as I'm cooking. I'll be, this needs some more salt in these Cajun fries. And them Cajun fries, I'll tan them up. Because we had a dude who do fries, but he was too much of a Steph Curry. He burnt his hand on the thing, and it was like, I want to keep doing it. Every time I put my hand in the hot light, it burned. So I gotta go home, man. My hand hurt. And he's like, can you do it? I'm like, yeah. Other than that, I just walked around with the porter with the broom out there. I can go outside, chill. And it was a summer job for me, so I was chilling all day. Wasn't nothing to even clean up no more. I was just out there. It was better than being inside because you go inside with the managers out there and find something for you to do. And we had the finest chicks, the finest Stony Island had to offer. Woo, man. And that's when I know you can't. It was a hater that worked there too, just like the rest of y'all. It was a bunch of haters working there. This dude walked around hating 24 hours a day. He hit on every chick that worked there and would get shot down. And if sexual harassment was in effect back then, oh, he would have been fired from day one. He didn't do nothing but sexual harass. That was part of the theme of the job. You working over there, they working making sandwiches. He just all on their shoulder. Hey, baby, what you holding out for? Then as soon as she turned him down, he go right to the girl right next to her and grab on her. What's up, baby? You know you want this. I'm like, this is in the handbook. He came right from the school of grab him by the hussy. Trump got your wife. How you let that happen? How you send your wife to him? She gonna be, you should have sent her to me. Hey, I helped make a couple in there. Because if I'd have continually dated that girl, they would have not been together. He came to me and said, look, he was like, man, I like her. I want to ask her out and date her and stuff. But I know y'all kind of close, so I just wanted to know, was it cool? I'm like, man, we ain't together, man. That's some old stuff. You can go on and have that. So he's like, thank you. And next thing I mind, but you can't, as the guy, you can't mind. You know what I'm saying? He did it the right way. He didn't have to even come to me. I didn't own that girl. He came to me straight up and was like, look, I know y'all really close and all that, so I don't know what it is, but I want to ask her out. And I'm like, do your thing, man. I can't. And they end up going out, and years later they had a baby, and there it is. I got them a baby gift, and that was that. But you should have been with me, babe. You should have had vision. We could have made it. But you had to mess up and put the tomatoes on the sandwich and didn't put any lettuce on it. I told you don't mess up that sandwich. All you had to do was keep the sandwich correct. And you believed a bunch of lies. I already did the hood story, but I might as well tell y'all what happened. Another girl that came in there, see, this is something you have to learn. I was young. It's my first job. I had to learn. Okay? So don't blame me. I'm a veteran now. Okay? I'm a veteran now. But back then I didn't know. I was learning. Dating in the workplace, not a good thing. I'm dating and nothing. I had to find this girl in there, right? Now, nothing irritates or disturbs a woman more than another woman that comes in and make them look like dogs. The women, their insecurity is well beyond anything I've seen before. When another woman come in fine that was working there, I forgot her name. She's light skinned, light brown eyes, curly hair, long. Oh, the girls in there couldn't stand that. they took they took her coat, balled it up, and threw it in the trash. The second time they stole her coat. Somebody just stole it. The girls was really y'all. The girls were savages up in there, and this just happened to be by just coincidence. My girl went on vacation. She was gone for 7 days. She was going out of town for 7 days. So I'm working there, and this girl happens to show up. And Ron, who was the general manager or whatever it was, he was gay and in denial. He was didn't like me because we always told him every day, dude, you don't wax your eyebrows. You're a man. You waxing your eyebrows for? You wearing makeup, man. You just come on and tell him, I got plenty girls. Got plenty girls. We're like, yep, it's over for Ron. So he hated my guts. So next thing you know, this is his niece or whatever. She's working there. And he do not want us, like we worked together that first day. He did not want us together talking anything. He didn't want us together doing nothing. So he was like, look, I don't want y'all together doing nothing. So he was separating us. After this, the schedule, he does the schedule. I was working mornings. So that means I had the whole afternoon off at night in the summertime. I didn't have to close. And he had her closing every night. So we didn't work together. That whole 7-day week. That worked to perfection. Because when I'm getting off work, she came to work early because she wanted to be there on time. So I'm off work. She ain't even started yet. So we're sitting there talking. And he can't do nothing about it. And I wasn't talking to her on the sense of we dating. I'm talking to her because, and people say, you wrong. You should have been talking to that woman if you got a girlfriend. I'm like, she out of town. This had nothing to do with that. These girls is going to steal her coat the first time because she was crying. And I was like, what's going on? She's like, I'm afraid to take my coat off because they're going to steal it again. They stole my coat last time. And since I was there when the place opened up, like they built the place from the ground up, and we was the first employees ever to work there. So I had a locker. I'm like, I got a locker. I barely use it. It's summertime. I just come here in my work outfit on. I don't really have nothing to put in there, but I got a locker. So I just give you the combination. She's like, you would do that for me? I'm like, yeah, okay. So I went over there, wrote down the combination to the lock so she would know how to do the lock. I wrote the combination down. And I'm like, I ain't got nothing in it anyway. I just basically keep a lock on it. So when I wrote the combination down and gave it to her, these nosy girls that work in the place, they watching me like, oh, he just gave her his phone number. Oh, wait till I tell her. Oh my God, he ain't no good, dirty dog. Now I'm the no good, dirty dog. I'm helping this poor girl out because they was stealing her jacket every time she worked. And that's how me and her became friends. So now that they thinking I gave her my phone number and I didn't. So all these lies that came up because of it. Crazy. And all of this is going on behind my back. I don't know what they chatting about. I'm focused on her. So me and her were talking outside and she was like, yeah, she was dating the guy that worked there already. The guy who was on fries. The one that burnt his hand and went home. She was dating him and he was treating her like dirt. Because he was another light skinned, wavy hair, curly guy. Like, I'm light skinned. My lining is together. I got my mustache lined up. I'm going out tonight. I'm light skinned. And she's like, well, I'm light skinned too. Yeah, but I look prettier. So he was already gone. He was out there on the town. So she was sitting there like, because I'm closing and all this. And Ron don't want me working with you and all this stuff. And he's looking out the window. Oh, man, what time you start? She's like, I'll start at like 20 minutes. He was, okay, but don't punch in late. And we sitting out there talking. And we had a good time. We got close to sitting there talking to each other. And we were just friends. And she knew him. I was like, yeah, my girl work here too. And she out of town and this and that. She was like, oh, okay. Next thing you know, I get a phone call. She out of town snapping. She said it. I'm laughing because it's funny. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I was like, no, that's Ron's cousin. No, I ain't dating her. No, I gave her the combination lock. It just so happened my girl's first day back at work, all three of us is there at the same time. We all gonna be there. So my girl there, and next thing you know, she already mad at me and she believing me, giving me the benefit of the doubt. But I'm like, when she get here, just ask her. I'm like, you gonna be so stupid. I'm like, I can't wait to see the look on your face when you ask her this craziness. I'm like, and everybody like, mm-hmm. Yep, you got him, girl. Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah, you dog. I'm like, they lonely. They They lonely. Don't worry about them, baby. Sure enough, the girl comes there. My girl sees her. They see each other. She's like, I got one question to ask you. Did you know this was my guy? She's like, oh, you Kevin's girl? She's like, yeah. She's like, did he tell you we was dating? She's like, yeah. And I was like, what I tell you? So she's like, oh, okay, so y'all wasn't talking, like trying to talk. She's like, well, sorta. The girl said sorta. I was in shock. I was like, and she was like, that's what I thought. Don't talk to me. And walked off. I'm like, sorta? Since when? She's like, I don't want to cause any problems. I just come here to work. I'm like, oh my God. What, man? Sorta? What do you mean, sorta? Why would, and I'm telling her, why would I tell her I have a girlfriend that works here and she knows that and I'm gonna talk to her? That don't even make sense. I'm like, do you think I'm this stupid? Now I'm mad at you for believing it. I was mad at everybody then. I'm mad at everybody. And I was like, you know what? She said, sorta, we need to make this a reality. I'm trading up. I'm like, yeah, since you said we were sort of dating, maybe we should. I'm like, since you went and said sort of, maybe, we should try this out. She wasn't feeling it. No, when it comes all these problems, I mean, but before all this, yeah, maybe, but not now. I'm like, dang! I went from one to a possible two to zero. How did this happen? How did this happen? Then I popped in Penthouse Players Click, and I realized where I went wrong. I should have picked up on that chick from the beginning. I shouldn't have tolerated none of it. Shouldn't even put that on. I should have just said, ain't no insubordination out of my hose. You stepping this way, girl, you paying what you weigh. That's what my player buddy Ray Ray used to always say. Cause I'm a Trojan and I'm rolling like no man. Best believe, girl, the car ain't stolen. Well, what's the difference between a player and a Mac? A player on the chair with all the women on his lap. Mac has game. Every player has a name. Every player has a Mac. The women can't tame. I should have been rolling in the pimp lane. Rolling in the pimp lane. Y'all don't know about rolling in the pimp lane.
So you really gonna come in here and bust him out like that? No, why would you come in here and embarrass him like that, though? It don't work for you. Mind your business. It don't matter. Why would you come in here and embarrassing him like that? Get back. I'm lazy. You get back, you're fine. You're fine. Matter of fact, don't come back to work. You're fine. You can check up on Friday. You're done. You ain't shit. Get back, you're fine, bro. Get back. What else? Oh, no. You get back.
Oh man, this guy went and filled out an application at another job. His boss showed up.
He's lazy. He don't work. He works the meat down there. So you really gonna come in here and bust him out like that? No, why would you come in here and embarrass him like that, though? He don't work for you. Mind your business. It don't matter. Why would you come in here and embarrassing him like that? Take the application, put it back. He's lazy. He won't deserve a job. When you get back, you're fired. You're fired. Matter of fact, don't even come back to work. You're fired. You can check up on Friday. You're done. You ain't shit. I'm a
Oh man. Wow. Guys, we had an enjoyable hip hop video. Now it's nap time.